Wednesday night host and DM, Cloaking Device, and we are here tonight for another episode of Tomb of Annihilation. I have with me Laurelyn playing Nahorn.
Mm-hmm. That's
I
me.
have Greg playing Glimgaric.
Hey, hey, hey.
And we have Bunsen Gyro playing Knock.
Hello.
We last left the party having completed their combat puzzle with the clay gladiators, and they crossed the river, whereupon they were shot at by a less than stealthy, less than dexterous Catman. So
And
more
I
of a
did my rogue things.
more of a man cat, I suppose. And
Yeah, I
yeah,
did
He did
roguey
not land
things.
on his feet.
Knock did roguey
One
things.
of those cats raised by a dog.
That would
And
make
I
sense.
found a some sort of like survival. What kit was it exactly? I didn't have it.
I've got
I
you.
didn't find it.
It was an explorer's pack.
Explorer's pack, yeah. And I found nothing else.
Which is absolutely true as far as the rest of the party is concerned. We're on player agency at this point. Where would you all like to head?
We were heading for the island, right? This one. The weird island. We were gonna try and see what we could find over there. I think is where we were headed.
I think that was the plan. Kind of struggling to remember myself.
Yeah, it has been.
A couple weeks.
It's been a bit. I think it's been 3 weeks since we've had a session. So
Yep.
Yeah. Should have gone back and re-listened. I was kind of busy today.
is that
Alright.
your intention then? Is to head that direction towards that island, or you're certainly welcome
Yeah.
to change your mind. You know, nothing about last session that hasn't happened yet is set in stone.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
We-
can't think of anything.
yeah. I mean, we should at least check it out, at least from a distance.
All right.
I
Maybe
have
we
any
can-
better ideas.
Maybe we can get a little bird thing. Bat. Is it the bat? I forget. The drone.
Yeah, I still got him.
Yeah.
No,
we
I
can get
haven't
him
been
to check
using
it out.
him. I haven't been using him in combat. Yeah, I can pull him. How far are we from it currently? We might want to get a little closer before I send
I mean,
him out.
yeah. I play because there isn't an obvious way to get across there, so I figure we could at least get on this side of the cliff, and then you could have them fly over and check it out. Look, it's
Yeah,
gotta
sounds
be
like-
something important, right?
Right. I mean,
It's too specifically placed to not be important.
Exactly.
14.
I think the puzzle might be getting there more than whatever's inside.
yeah.
Anybody know levitate?
There it
Good
is.
question. I'm a rogue, so I can't.
That me? I do not believe so.
No.
But I can double check.
I know that it is an artificer spell, but you might
Yeah,
not
no,
have
I
it.
don't got it.
Okay.
I don't got it. I probably should because it fits with the whole medieval Iron Man thing I got going. But
So how close are you going to get to this?
Uh, uh,
I suppose
well, there's
it's
some
technically your
buildings
token.
on.
You could move it wherever you'd like.
Yeah, there's these buildings right over here, like right across. Maybe go on this roof here.
Okay.
If we can get up there.
Yeah, most of the ruined buildings are actually fairly easy to climb. Just because they've got, various pits and cracks and handholds in them.
Well, I am 3.5 feet tall.
Okay, fair. So, you might need a little help.
Alright.
But
Can I just throw him up there?
almost certainly, yes.
Or just put him on my shoulders and he climbs up?
Almost certainly to the point of don't even bother rolling for it. If you want to chuck a small artificer up there, and he's cool with it, then by all means.
He will. Oh yeah, he would be. You don't even tell him, and he will still be cool with it.
I give him a hand up, whether it's just lifting him, putting him on my shoulders, and him jumping up there, or me literally throwing the man.
You throw him, he will shout, "Wee!"
All right.
That's a yeet.
Well, hopefully Glimgarrick is not empty, though. That would be bad.
All right.
Anyway.
So, gonna produce Darkwing from my many pouches. Gonna stroke his nose to wake him up. Come on, old friend. Need your help again. Go take a look over there. And kind of a falconer sort of tosses him in the air.
All right, so your Darkwing flies up, and do you basically see through its eyes, or is it something that it relays messages to you?
I believe it relays. I can double check the wording. I know it's basically supposed to function like a familiar does.
Okay.
It's just the artificer's version. Features and traits. Artificer features. Infuse item. Infused artificer infusion. Homunculus service. Determine the homunculus's appearance. Friendly to you and your companions, and it obeys your commands. It does not say specifically.
Okay.
It says it's friendly and it follows my commands, and then it goes into the combat rules.
Okay. Well.
We could do sort of like a camera feature where there's maybe a little mirror on its chest. Something like that.
Let's
flavor-wise.
Okay, that works. Let's see here.
Or we could even, fit in a connection to...
Okay. So you went... if it works exactly like Find Familiar, then as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So I presume since you're not in combat, so action economy doesn't matter. That would be...
Yeah.
That would be your method of choice for...
Yeah, that'll work, and we'll just say it kind of pops up in my helmet feed.
That works. Alright, so, as Darkwing takes flight, you see ahead, a column of rock rising 200 feet above a large pit of lava. There's a walled ruin overgrown with palms perched on its summit. As you look down, you see that the gap between the mainland, I guess, and the island, for lack of a better term, is roughly 60 feet.
Alright.
A little too far to jump.
Yeah.
What is a running jump?
And, so, Darkwing, do you continue flying him further
I'll bring
over
him
to the
in a
top,
little
or...
close. I'll have him bring him a little closer to the building.
Okay. So you see a squat building with palm trees growing in front of it. Worn steps ascend to an archway that forms the entrance, and reliefs of coiled serpents flank the entrance.
Alright. Which direction do the steps point? Are they like towards the mainland, or are they on
The steps point south, away from the mainland.
Okay. But there should be enough space there to move around without falling off. Alright. I think that's as close as I want to get. I'm going to just have him do that flyby over. Check for anything moving. And it's just serpents is all I see for imagery or anything.
Yeah, the only real imagery you see apart from the palm trees are the reliefs of coiled serpents on either side of the entrance.
Okay. Well, I'll recall Darkwing, and then I will repeat this information to the rest of the party.
So, how do we get over that?
Well, I don't think she can toss me that far.
Don't believe so.
Oh, we have rope.
We do have rope. I could have Darkwing carry the rope over, but he doesn't have the manual dexterity or the weight to either tie it or hold our weight.
Let me look at the details of my swarm here. This doesn't have it doesn't give me a range. Because maybe some bees could tie a knot.
I don't think some bees can tie a knot in a rope. Better question: does anyone have a javelin?
No.
My only weapon is the armor.
What about the player who's not here right now?
That's a
would
good
be
question.
Lyra, right?
Let me check.
Lyra.
I think
I've got
Oh yeah, javelin. Lyra has javelins.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I just checked.
Oh, okay.
On Lyra's.
So yeah, Lyra will speak up, and I have some javelins here.
All right. Thank especially thanks to that explorer's pack, I have 2 sets of 50-foot long rope. What I'm thinking is we can tie these 2 ropes together at the ends, tie one end to a javelin, and perhaps throw it over there, see if it can get a strong enough pull. If not, we can just pull it back with the rope and try again. Does anyone say anything to that idea?
Rope
It
strong
sounds
enough to
good.
support me? That's
Listen,
just
I'm trying, okay?
Is it what kind of rope is it?
It's hempen rope.
I think the silk one is stronger.
I don't.
There's no way silk is stronger than hempen rope.
But I think it should support as long as we're one person at a time. I mean, I am no engineer IRL, so I personally am not sure, but would suspect it to. I don't know if there's some kind of check Glim could do to know.
Yeah, as an artificer, that would be... Why don't we just do a straight intelligence?
Okie doke.
For what it's worth, I looked up how strong a hempen rope might be.
Yeah, I was about to do the same
Mhm.
thing. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
the-
that it has plenty of tensile strength for this.
Okay.
Yeah, I can post in the Doom of Annihilation chat what I found.
Make sure it's tied well.
Yeah.
It's basically, it says if we assume that a +7 strength will hit a DC 17 reliably, that means 24 strength. Only monsters can break the rope anytime, every time. Blah 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 blah. 30 times 17 gives 720 pounds. In comparison, real world ropes give like about 675 pounds as the safe load factor.
All right. I'm not
So
that
yeah,
heavy.
as long as, especially if we do it one at a time, we could definitely do this.
All right.
The only question is if we can get the javelin stuck hard enough that it won't fall.
Yeah, that was, I guess, more the concern.
And once one person can get across, we would be able to fasten it harder.
Yeah. And who's the
So-
lightest?
Glim,
good
you know
question.
the information, basically, that
Yeah.
Bunsen that check passes, so...
I would likely be the lightest. I'm only about 40 pounds.
40. Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So can do that. Yeah, so I can go across first. Before anything, we gotta get that javelin over there. So who's gonna be throwing it? Probably not me.
Probably Lyra, right?
Yeah, either... Yeah, Lyra would probably be the one with the most appropriate stats for that.
Mm-hmm.
Lyra Strong.
Alright, in the meantime, I am trying to tie the 2 ropes together at the end.
Okay.
Do I have to make any sort of check on the tying the rope?
No, that's something that pretty much any adventurer can do.
Okay. And also, I checked the throwing range for a javelin for the long range option is 120. Short range is 30 feet, but long range is 120. But we don't need to be accurate for the most part.
Yeah, the accuracy is not
If
as...
you miss, if the whole
It's a
island,
big target, we'll put it that way.
we have bigger problems if they miss the entire island.
I mean, even then, we can still just pull it up again with the rope.
True.
Okay, so that is a dirty 20 from Lyra to throw the javelin. So the javelin with the rope attached to it, it flies pretty straight and true. You see it make a beautiful arc as it clears the gap and sinks itself nearly all the way to the head in the base of a palm tree.
Glim golf claps.
I will tie the other end of the rope, something sturdy on this side if I can find.
Yeah, you find
There's another.
you find because you've got, it's a 60-foot gap. You've got, say, 95 feet of rope after you knot it together. So you've got plenty of slack to tie it off to a rock or another tree or
The building.
a whole building.
All right. I'm going to say to the others now, just in case, I think we should still be ready on this side of the rope to hold on if that side falls while he's going across.
Fair
So
point.
climb back up.
Alright, so everything's secure. Glim first. I'm assuming that it'd be something like acrobatics.
That'll be acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Either is a straight roll with no additions.
Okay. Well,
So I will just roll a d20.
Oh,
Oh,
So-
my.
you are very light.
so as you begin to slide across the rope, it takes you, a few.
Slide?
It takes you a few moments. What slide? Monkey hand? I don't know how to describe that one exactly.
I
But
think sliding will give you pretty nasty rope burn.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it depends on
I'm
how you go about it. I'm what I'm envisioning is like when somebody does one of those rope climbs and they do kind of like the inchworm thing,
I've got
got
where
it,
it's like
yeah.
hands forward and then slide your legs forward and then hands forward.
Yeah.
Repeat as necessary
Okay.
until you cover the
Yeah, like
distance.
Rather
like
than like
climbing a
actually
pole.
releasing.
Right.
Yeah, like climbing a pole or a tree in Mario 64.
Yeah, very much
Yes.
much the same thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
he
Yes,
doesn't have to worry about
honestly.
rope burn now, because he does have gauntlets, but we'll
Okay.
do it like that.
So Glim inchworms across the rope, and as you get over the middle point of the gap, the heat from the lava below kind of causes a little bit of turbulence, but you manage to hang on, and you
Like a hot air rush.
yeah. Like a very severe updraft.
Gotcha.
But you manage to hang on through the updraft, and you soon find yourself at the other end of the rope on the island.
Okay. He will wave enthusiastically.
I'll call over. Secure the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's playing like
What
an
is
RC.
what is that?
I'm sorry, guys. I've got a thing I gotta deal with real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
This break in the action brought to you by buzzing phones.
Brought to you by
Yeah.
RC cars.
RC cars,
I was
or
like, power drill?
power drills, electronic
Sonic
sex
screwdriver?
toys. I don't know, a sonic screwdriver.
Listen, I was trying not to say that.
You were trying not to, but I don't care.
This is supposed to be a non-R-rated stream.
Then they shouldn't have let me host it.
Look, it's
All
not
right, well, bye,
details.
You still there, Bunsen? You bounced in and out for a
Yeah.
second. Okay.
No, I disconnected intentionally for the joke. Because
Gotcha.
I said bye everyone to them.
I didn't catch the bye everyone before you clicked disconnect. So. All right.
So,
Well, I figure it's one, the rope is, or the javelin is fastened pretty close to the ground, and two, Glim's a smart cookie. So we'll say that
you
Glim
secured it more
manages to
securely.
Oh,
Glim manages fairly
Okay, I'm
easily.
back.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, regardless, we'll roll with that anyway.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Knock had asked you to secure the other side of the rope.
Okay. He can do that. Do I need to make any check or anything? Or
No,
just
it's a
try it?
fairly simple thing to do. Just
Hmm.
and the
All right,
rope was not above your reach where it landed. So
Yay.
I would like to attempt to cross next.
all right, give me athletics or acrobatics.
Absolutely acrobatics. Are you kidding me? That's plus
I
11.
know. I just
Alright.
have to pretend to be ignorant for some of these things. I know which one you're picking, and that's a nat
That's a
20.
natural 20.
S-
Can I
flavor
propose
this
what that
however you like because you're making it. Like you could tightrope this shit if you wanted.
Yeah, y'all ever played Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus?
no way.
I've
Yo.
seen it played.
Have y'all ever played or seen Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus?
Oh, I
Uh,
remember that, but no, I'd never played it.
I haven't played it
I
myself,
watched
but yeah, I
it.
recall it.
Well, basically, I not only tightrope walk, I kind of do like a cool, like brisk movement across, like walking on top of it.
It's like almost a Naruto run, but not quite.
Yeah, but not like not fast. Like it's not sprint.
Yeah. There's like a brisk pace, and you're not as far leaned forward.
Mhm.
He doesn't walk across it. He struts. She struts.
She
Look.
moonwalks.
Look, the both of us, we just did the opposite gender, and it's really confusing.
It do be like that
Yep.
sometimes.
All right.
All right, so Knock damn near flies across the rope.
Gets another golf clap.
And that leaves Lyra and Nahorn yet to cross.
All right. I go ahead and drop the dice for acrobatics. That's okay.
All right, so you don't manage to cross the rope nearly as gracefully as Knock, but you also don't have any issues with any updrafts or anything. So it's just kind of a very simple. You've made it across.
Too heavy for the updrafts.
And Lyra is. That's athletics. And Lyra actually has the pretty much the same outcome as Nahorn. As far as it's not super pretty, but the job is done and danger is averted for now.
I can't wait for this to be useless.
Oh, let's see here. I need to find this map. Images and maps. There we go. No, that's the DM map. That's no fun. There we go. Ka-cha. And let me find your tokens so you can actually see it. You've landed on the backside here.
Doke. Right over there.
Alright, everybody should have a token on the map now.
Yep.
And let's...
What is this? Mouse?
This is Moa's shrine.
Moas, okay.
And I think token lock is appropriately off. So, you should be able to move freely.
Yep. So there's like a wall here?
Yeah, there's a wall, but of course it's, crumbled in places.
Alright. So I round the corner like this, and I'll go back to the others real quick, and just say quietly, just in case, would you like me to head in first? Bye.
Probably a wise decision.
Yes.
I have my doubts that happen to be on quite isolated island above lava, but doesn't hurt to be careful.
One can never be quite sure. Besides, you get to test out those new upgrades. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Remind me, what are these upgrades?
You have advantage on stealth checks.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, you got new feet.
On health.
I also just remembered the poison we found.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
No, you shared the poison.
No,
you can
player-wise,
put
that
Boots of
wasn't...
Elven kind in your inventory, but it's your actual feet. Is how we did it, so.
Alright, I just got down
character knowledge, the only one that knows about the poison is Nock.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
He showed it and asked us all about it.
No, I didn't.
I remember rolling a medicine check to see if I knew what it was.
Yeah, there was a thing where we were trying to identify something.
And then I brought up Orvex, and Orvex knew what it was.
Yeah.
And shared it.
Well, I remember we said that Nock was able to identify it given like poisons, rogue stuff.
I think it was like you knew it was a poison, but didn't know the details of it or something. I don't know. And I definitely did a medicine check on it.
I feel like that might be a previous thing, because I definitely remember not having shared that, because I rolled twice to make sure.
There was something else you were hiding. There was something else.
That something else was that poison.
Whatever. I swear you came out like holding it and you're like, I don't know what these are. I found these. I don't know what they are.
I'm pretty sure that was a previous item. And then you lied about
something else. And then you were like, well, did you find anything else? And you were like, no, I got this. And then we saw through you. And then you're like, oh yeah, it's just this adventurer's bag or whatever it was.
I think you might be getting confused with a previous thing that we came across. Because I definitely remember doing the deception check twice to not reveal the poison.
I wish this had a history.
DM, we need an intervention.
It does have... My memory of it, and I should have... It's been so long since the last session that, I should have gone back and listened to the end of last session. But my memory of it was that Nock concealed the fact that she was in possession of the poisons.
Yeah, because I failed the first deception check on the lie that I didn't find anything. Then I tried it again and succeeded on the second deception, saying, you're right, all I found was this, but I didn't think you cared about it.
Okay.
I remember completely differently. Like, I'm sorry, but I really swear.
Are we sure it was the poison that was in the bag? Was there something else that might have been
I think you're remembering a different thing that happened before then.
There was definitely a poison that Orvex looked at.
Yeah, I think that might have been a previous session.
More than one poison?
I don't think we've had more than one poison.
Could you have found something that was different than the poison in the bag? Like we're just confusing what we found in the bag rather than what we did
I
with
thought
the
there was
poison?
something like special hidden in the bag.
I think you're remembering something from a previous session before that. I would say.
Like maybe money.
Lower center of gravity.
Oh no, we'll go back and check
money
later.
too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna matter for now anyway.
Yeah.
We'll have time to check.
Not important at the moment. We can check between sessions.
Overgrown
I have
urban?
forest and mountains.
Anywho.
Yeah, sorry about that, audience.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Try out those fancy new feet.
Yep, I'm gonna do some.
You look around and you don't
should I
see
roll
anything
stealth
super
with advantage
obvious.
Yep.
Cloak.
Sorry, what's that?
Should I roll stealth with advantage then to sneak?
Go ahead. Yes.
That is a 22.
Alright, so you are fairly well hidden from anything that might be there. Quite the sneaky rogue. Go figure.
Kinda looking around here. Dun 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 dun. Not sponsored by Pink Pink.
But absolutely sponsored by Leslie Nielsen. So.
Who?
The actor that was in the live-action Pink Panther.
And
Also
Airplane.
in, like, Airplane, and basically the king of dad jokes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Was he the hamburger guy? I want a hamburger. Right, so, what do I see now that I'm
So, you make it around to the entrance, you see the coiled serpents in relief. So, go ahead and back your token up about to the entrance.
Here?
One more back. Because you're going to want to have this information that you would have seen before you walk up there.
Ah, traps. Gotcha.
So, you see the walls of a rubble-strewn corridor carved with serpents, and arrow slits spaced along them every 5 feet. Cobwebs fill the arrow slits and hang like drapes from the corridor ceiling. Above the entrance, a stone plaque bears a cuneiform message.
That's the language I can't read, right?
That's, it's Old Omuan is written in cuneiform, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be the one that you
Like
need Orvex for.
Alright. Sorry I rushed ahead. You want me to stop? Alright.
But apart from that, you see no other evidence of movement. And everything seems to be covered in lots of cobwebs, as if nothing's been here for quite a while.
Yeah, I'll bet. Who could get here? In any case, I'm going to go back around and party over here, because I think coast is clear.
Wow.
That the key would go to.
It's just...
You do notice a...
Right, and the party sees me go through this bush here.
Small chest sitting near
right.
the archer's nest.
Ooh. And I would like to tell you all the chest.
It has...
I believe the coast is clear. I found the entrance to the room.
It's a basic...
There's some old Omuan text there.
I'm sure it's instructions and riddles like the rest.
Most likely. It was what looked like it was found Explorer packs in the hallway that led down the path to Well, more likely another cube does.
Mm. I
And
guess
I'll lead the party back through the bush with me.
Follow him.
Excellent.
It's like that one gif of Homer Simpson going into the bush.
But reversed.
No, reversed and then played normally because I went back into the bush.
Why
Yeah,
are
you
we
can just
going
drag your
through
turtle
the forest? Huh?
over here
Like-
this way. And I lead the party.
Do. Oh, oh. I missed it. I need to scroll. Here? Aha, here. Yep, that's cobwebs.
Uh-huh. And I'll point out the text to what's its face?
So Orvex looks at
Orvex, thank you.
looks at the text and responds, "Well, this reads, Moa teaches us that secrets hide the truth.
Secrets hide the truth.
Is that all it says?
That's definitely all it says."
That's odd. What are these arrow slits up here?
Well, they appear to be places that an arrow could go through.
May I make some sort of check for traps? Because I have a thieves toolkit, which should be able to disarm traps if I notice them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
Give me
Proficiency with these tools.
a-
Once you add your proficiency bonus.
give
be
me
perception
a
or
perception
investigate?
check.
Okay. Best I can do is an 11.
So you notice that there are covers in the floor that
Covers in the floor.
kind of align with the arrow slits.
That's what I was afraid of.
How wide are the arrow slits?
The arrow slits
Arrow size?
themselves are 6 inches wide, 2 feet tall, and 1 foot deep.
Alright. 6 inches wide. I could probably fit Darkwing in there.
Or I could just disarm the trap.
I mean, that also works.
I would like to take out my
Floor.
thieves' tools and attempt to disarm the trap. Starting with the one closest to me.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Let's see. Yep, proficiency with these tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to disarm traps or open locks. So my proficiency is +3, so that sleight of hand plus
Are you-
proficiency?
Not already proficient in sleight of hand?
I am. I'm asking, like, does this mean I'm double dipping with two modifiers being added? Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right to me either. But
mean, it does say
you already have
proficiency-
you're already double dipping in sleight of hand anyway because you got expertise. So
Yeah, to be fair, it reads proficiency with these tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks, which sounds like double dipping, I suppose. Even if it isn't.
Be
I just
you
want to
know,
double check with you.
I don't know on that one. It seems like maybe that's for if you're not already proficient in the ability check.
I think proficiency bonus is just a separate thing aside from, isn't it?
Well, some of your abilities you're proficient in, and that means that you.
Oh,
add
wait. Okay,
I mean, it says like lets you add your proficiency bonus, and that's like, well, you already are adding it, so
yeah.
you don't need to, or
So
don't
just
get
roll
to.
sleight of hand then.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still plus an 11, so I'm not complaining.
Right. Like,
That is a 29.
okay, so you fiddle around with this cover for a little bit, but even though you manage to move dexterously enough to not break your tools, you don't feel like you can reliably get it locked down.
I imagined I was trying to pull it up out of the ground.
Okay, then you don't feel like it moves just a little bit, but it doesn't. You don't think that you've actually had a great impact on.
I don't think I can disarm this. You said you wanted to attempt to put your bird through the hole?
He's a bat.
Looks like a bird to me.
Flying small black creature.
I had never even saw a bird until I was 42.
How
Glad
big
to know.
are the plates? Do they take up like an entire 5-foot square, or only a part of it?
Yeah, the plates are across the entire hallway.
I think she was asking the size of the plate.
Yeah, like how big are the plates? Is it? Would we be able to step over them, jump over them, avoid them in any way?
If you can long jump 15 feet.
Alright.
So
you can't,
there
like,
are
shoot
multiples.
It's like with a 10-foot run up, you can jump your strength score, I believe.
Yeah, that's only 13 for me.
Yeah, mine's 14, so. Also, my character sheet closed, and I don't know why.
I can long jump 9 feet. Your long jump distance, as long as you can get a running start of at least 10 feet, is equal to your strength score. So does anyone have 16 strength or higher?
No. I have 14. I am so close!
Lyra does.
Lyra might.
Can we ask Lyra to jump across?
I mean, yes. But that's only if there's like a way to turn it off on that side. Do we think there might be a way to turn it off over there?
Good question. That's a good point. You know what messes with mechanisms? Water and fluids. Can we spill something into these?
You can certainly try.
Does anyone have like a bunch of water in a water thing?
Let me
I
look
was
at
like,
my...
well, maybe there's water around us, and then I like thought about the fact that we're on an island in the middle of lava.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure if we put some lava down there, that would mess with it.
It would also mess with us, I'm pretty.
Yeah, it would mess with everything it touched. I honestly don't know how we would get it up here.
Let's see, I've got an
Let's just use a stick and fire it so many times that it runs out of arrows.
That's not a terrible idea, hypothetically, if that's what we think the traps do. To be fair, that's an assumption.
Yeah.
Just because they're called arrow
What?
holes doesn't actually mean that these are going to be arrows.
I mean, we're looking through...
Come on. Select me. Go.
We're looking through these little windows into this room, right?
Currently you're looking just through the door down the hallway. Nobody has attempted to look through any of the arrow
I
slits.
mean, if we backed up a bit and just kind of just tossed, that'd at least tell us what the trap does.
Yeah, I was going to head down here and
You know.
look at maybe grab one of these pieces of wood because it seems like it might be heavy enough to like kind of just like chuck in there and try and set off one of the plates and see what happens. Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna grab some of the detritus from the
Mhm.
ground and throw it down the
Yeah.
hallway.
Yep.
All right.
Now,
so
once again, yeet.
that's Nahorn's favorite action. Take the yeet action.
Okay. Do we need to roll anything or just like
no,
it happens?
it just occurs. You know, you're not really
Okay.
going for accuracy. You're throwing stuff down a really small hallway.
Yeah.
So the wood flies down the hallway, and you see it hit the first door, and then kind of skitter across the next two, and nothing happens.
Did it seem to compress at all?
Give me a perception check. Everybody that was watching Nahorn throw can give me perception as well on that if they'd like.
Best I can do is an 11.
I think that's the perception one. I really wish I could make the UI bigger. Oh, 22.
Perception is another straight roll. Hey!
Alright, so Nahorn and Glim were both watching closely enough that they saw that the covers didn't seem to move.
Not heavy enough.
How
there
big a
space?
piece of wood did you use?
I mean, like, I grabbed, like, one of these ones, so I thought it would be pretty big.
Like a log or
It was
something?
a pretty big piece
Yeah.
of wood. It probably weighed, I don't know, 100 pounds?
Oh, damn.
Question.
That's
Answer.
more than me.
Yep.
You said these covers are in front of each of the arrow holes, right?
Yes.
How much space is there between each of these covers?
They're pretty much right on top of each other. Like, there's an inch between each one. The covers are bigger than the arrow holes themselves.
Okay. Because what I was wondering was if there was enough space if I could Mission Impossible this shit. Step between them.
As I say, I land on a tiptoe. In between.
I think that would require a natural 20 to work, so I'm not
Oh,
going
yeah,
to.
no, don't do that. That was
It would be
complete and
badass.
total sarcasm. It would be
It would
great.
be badass.
Amazing.
What are...
Hold on. I know what we can do.
What's up?
Mhm.
The tiles are all on the floor, right?
Yes.
And there is a ceiling above.
Yes.
Yes.
Who wants to spider climb?
Me.
All right.
I can spider climb and be stealthy.
Spider neck. Spider knock.
Does
Does whatever.
a spider knock does.
Let me just
Okay,
double
you were
check.
just making
Make
it-
sure I took
You were just-
spider climb. Because I think I did, but no, fuck, I didn't. I have web.
Oh, yeah. Both of us have web.
Well, that's not very helpful here. It's
That's
already
not
covered in
ideal.
webs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How wide is the walkway?
5 feet.
Because it looks slightly less than 5 feet.
It's supposed to be 5 feet.
Okay.
It's
Could
5
I
feet
tap
regardless of what it looks like on the
metal on
map. So,
What was the question?
Are the mechanisms made of metal? And if so, can I cast heat metal?
I don't think that's going to do
Trying to
anything.
melt
I mean,
the
it could
metal.
melt it. If it melts the inner workings, then it's not going to do anything.
If heat metal doesn't melt armor being worn by someone when you cast it on someone wearing armor, I don't think it's going to melt this.
I mean, isn't that where the damage is? I would think armor would be thicker metal.
They appear to be made of stone like the rest of the building.
All right.
Is that one an earthbender? No?
Wait, I have a question. Can we see the stone? Oh my gosh, I keep on trying to do this. Is the cube there visible or no? Like, is it just sitting there? Or is it, like, hidden, sort of like the last temple?
So you can't see the stone from there because there's a giant mosaic in the way.
Okay. Fog of War lies to me then.
I have
Yeah,
a question.
I have an answer, probably.
May I attempt to use a crowbar on the cover?
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
Attempt keyword.
I'm going to take out one of my 2 crowbars, question mark. Why do I have 2?
I think that one was probably in your the pack you just got, right?
I don't know. I'm not going to question it.
Whatever.
I'm going to take out a crowbar, and I'm going to attempt again to pry it out of the floor like I did before. But this time with something a lot stronger and a little less secretive.
I'm not going for sleight of hand. I'm going for brute force.
Give me athletics on that one.
Uh, 14.
So you heave and you hoe and pull up and pry down and do your damnedest to move this piece of the floor, and it just will not budge.
I motion to someone else who doesn't have a negative modifier to strength to attempt.
I step up. Athletics again, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that looked like a 10 on the roll for me, and I'm like,
So,
well,
so Nahorn steps forward and takes the crowbar from you, wedges it in nice and tight, and same result. The floor does not budge.
I don't think these are coming up.
Could you repeat the hint?
The message on the plaque in Old Omuan read, "Moa teaches us that secrets hide the truth."
I'll ask Nahorn to step aside.
I just gesture go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to remove the crowbar from where I was trying to pry it, or where we were trying to pry it, and
Okay.
I'm going to frustratedly thwack the plate with the crowbar. Not standing on top of it, or in the range of the hole, but I'm frustrated.
So you slam the crowbar down, and give me a... no, don't worry about it. So you just... The crowbar hits the floor, and you receive just a brief moment of numbness as the vibration... Oh, well, I guess you're... Never mind, because you're...
All metal.
Right. Yeah. So the vibration just vibrates your entire arm all the way up to whatever passes as a shoulder joint on a Warforged.
Okay.
Does it make a tinging noise?
No, it
Like
makes
a tuning fork.
the vibration going up the crowbar into Nox's arm does kind of sound like a tuning fork, yes, but the actual impact with the floor is just more of a dull thunk.
That's what
But
I thought.
nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
You know what?
Try and walk across.
Oh,
Before
yeah,
that, I think how high above the ground are the arrows?
The arrow slits are...
Time to army crawl.
They're 2 feet tall from about 3 foot to 5 foot.
Okay. So I was thinking we could try to crawl across, maybe.
Or we could send me. I can just duck my head.
Yeah, are you like 3'2" or something?
Yeah, I'm just above 3 foot. So if I just slouch, I can do that.
All right.
Don't lose your hat or hair.
I'm gonna activate my defensive field for my temporary hit points.
Okay.
So the armor glows blue just in case. And I'm gonna step forward here, just on that first one.
You step forward. Nothing happens.
I knew it.
I am going to inspect the little holes there as best as I can.
Okay. So you peer into the hole and you just basically have a face full of cobweb. It's not touching you, like you don't have to get it off your face. You just can't really see through it right now.
It would be on my helmet. So, that's up. But I can open my helmet at will, like an Iron Man suit. So, like getting the frost off your window shield, he just opens the helmet and then closes it again.
Well, it's not on you, really, unless... Well, I guess it could be on you because your head's probably less than 6 inches wide. So you probably did manage to actually stick your face in the slit?
Yeah.
That
probably a little bit.
Dirty.
I'm probably on tippy toes.
Okay. Do you have dark vision?
I think gnomes get dark vision. If not, I can make something with light. Like basically, it's an at-will ability.
Okay.
But let me double check. Because I think they have it in 5e that gnomes have dark. Yes, racial traits, dark vision.
Okay.
Up to 60 feet.
So, which side did you look into?
Let's go to the left. To the left.
To the left side?
Yeah.
That is... so you look into the left side, and you see a statue of a coiled serpent dominating a web-filled room. The statue is missing its head, which lies broken on the floor next to a stone cube.
Alright. I relay this to the party. And... Oh, what's Darkwing Strike score? Doobie 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 doobie. Feature. Scroll up. F4. So I don't think Darkwing's going to be able to lift that.
Let's see. You can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity or 30 times your strength score. So a strength
For
of 4. That seems wrong, but
120?
I'm literally reading that off of Roll20. So like,
That doesn't sound right.
right? That doesn't sound right to me. Let's see. Push, drag, or lift. Yeah, that's not the only one that reads like that. Ah, probably a tiny creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's what's up. So for tiny creatures, or for each size category, have it. For each size category below medium, have it, and then have it, or for each size category, have it. So 120, 60, 30 would be what Darkwing can pick up. 30 pounds.
That makes more
Alright, well,
sense.
it's conceivable this might be 30 pounds, so I'll send him in and have him try and retrieve it.
Okay.
Just kind of scutters out there and kind of wraps its wings around it.
So
Little grubby claws.
Darkwing slips in through the arrow hole and picks up the cube just fine and brings it to you in the hallway. But as soon as it's deposited in your hand, it vanishes in a puff of green smoke.
Secret side of the truth. I'm going to look to my right. And
Okay.
clear out those cobwebs real quick. Do I see the same thing over there?
So you see a very similar statue. This one, however, is not missing its head. And you see that there's a stone cube in this room clutched within the statue's jaws.
Alright. These aren't the only slits, right? There's more further down here.
Yes.
Alright, so before I do anything else, I'm gonna basically go forward and check them all.
Okay.
See what I'm working with here.
As you walk forward, and you check each slit, you see the same thing on either side as you've seen before. When you look to the left side again, you once again see a stone cube lying on the floor in that room.
Alright, and is it the same? Are we seeing like a different room for each slit, or are we just seeing the same room at different angles?
It appears to you as though you're seeing the same room. Your angle has changed ever so slightly as you move.
Alright, I'm going to relay what I see, and well, first I'm going to return to the party. Hi, I'm not dead. And I will relay the information I have just obtained.
So the cube disappeared, you said?
Poof. Yes, went poof. It's evaporated.
Shall I try and go in further?
The one on the left specifically. I am not quite sure if the right will do the same thing, but that might be more difficult to retrieve being in the statue's mouth and not laying on the floor. But I think there's some significance to being the two identical statues in each room, but one being broken and one not.
Secrecy.
Can I do maybe an investigation or something like that?
To what end? What are you trying to?
Just kind of to glean any further details I'm not seeing first glance. Basically, kind of studying the spot.
And you're studying one of the rooms that you looked into, or are you?
Yeah, I'm just basically going to like stare and kind of like look over every inch, make sure there's no details I haven't missed. Like there
Okay,
might be
yeah.
something.
By all means, give me investigation checks. One for each room,
Okie doke.
and let me know which room's first.
I think we will start with the left. Stick with that. Investigation. All right, that is a +4. Ugh. So that's for the left. That one would be okay. So a 13 and a 22. 13 for the left, 22 for the right.
So you spend a few minutes, like flicking your eyes all around every room, or every inch of either room, and that you don't notice anything that you hadn't already seen, apart from a few extra places that cobwebs might be that you hadn't really paid attention to. But
So you said that there's a mosaic blocking our view of the cube. Is that like the wall here, or
yeah, that thing right,
yeah?
that right there.
I do. Oh, there it is. Okay. So like, does it seem like there's a hallway here that like turns either way?
Yeah, this hallway here with the
Like, is there a
the
T?
stuff on the floor. Yeah, there's a T before that mosaic gets in your way.
Then why haven't we just gone further in?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look at that mosaic. Try and get some
Okay.
more information before we do anything else.
So
Well,
you look
I'm trying to basically check each area, but I saw that one cube and was like, "Hey!" So
So
I
you
was
look at
just like, I was personally confused. I was like, is it blocking it or something? So I just wanted to.
no, it's blocking your view, but not
Yeah.
shutting like a door.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
So you look at the
So,
you look at the mosaic, and you well, first if you look to your sides, you see statues of tribal warriors jutting from the surrounding walls, each of which seems to have a bow in their hand. When you look at the mosaic, most of the detail is obscured by moss, but you do see that there's a monstrous serpent constricting a furious monkey.
I know that was a jaguar.
I think we already did the jaguar one.
No. That was like the jaguar had snakes. Was fighting snakes or something. So, but I'm just trying to keep. There's a lot of animals, and I'm trying to keep them straight. And I honestly just need to reread that thing.
Yeah. So, serpent constricting a monkey. Tribal warriors. And 2 serpent statues. And they look like a serpent, not like Lamia-esque.
They... I don't like this description in this book. Because it should be more like the jaguar with the serpent out of its head, fighting a monkey, not. Or wait, no, never mind. I lied. Sorry, that's my fault. I mixed up my animals too because there's just so goddamn many of them. No, it is legit a monstrous serpent.
Okay. So it's just a big ass snake.
Big ass snake.
The big ass snake. A snicky snake?
Not a very snicky snake.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a look at these statues. Do I recognize anything about like the markings or anything about the tribe?
They look very similar to the clay gladiators that you just finished fighting. Only they don't seem like they would be able to move from their position very well.
Break it! No, just kidding.
And oh no, this is an all priceless historical artifact. Sacrilege.
So with the last ones. Oh
I
God,
learned from destroying those. Don't point out my hypocrisy. It's not nice.
Fight my cat. Oh my
What
God.
do I see behind the thing here?
Behind the thing there, you see a stone cube resting on a plain stone pedestal. And from that position in the room, you notice that all of the tribal warrior statues appear to be aiming their bow at that cube.
Okay, I'm gonna slip back to the party again.
Do you think Mage Hand would work?
I don't have that particular spell, actually.
I mean, that's how I got the first cube.
Alright, just you could try it, but we have multiple cubes is the issue here. And something about secrets and truth.
Secrets hide the truth.
I feel like the one on the pedestal might be a little too obvious.
Well, the other one disappeared.
Yeah, well, there's a third one that we haven't tried yet, but I'm not sure if Darkwing could pry it out of the serpent's mouth.
Yes. There doesn't seem to be any way to get into these rooms. Down on the other ends, right? Huh.
How wide are they?
The arrow slits are 6 inches wide, 2 feet tall, and 1 foot deep.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get through that, even if I took off my armor and went sideways.
I mean, how is Nock built?
Like a tank! Oh. But
Like a what?
without... made of metal like a tank anyway, not, actually tanky like a tank.
Yeah. It's just like what is the build? Like it could be very slim and everything and could possibly fit through there.
On the lighter side, but not that. No.
Okay.
You could probably mage hand the second statue, I think, if it's not too far.
It's only 5. The bird, not the bird. I'm sorry. The bat has a higher carry weight than Mage Hand does. Mage Hand can only carry 5 pounds.
Alright.
So.
Well,
I mean, it would have more dexterity.
I think Mage Hand's actually 10, but you're still right.
Yeah.
Was it at the actual capacity? Was the thing like 30 pounds?
Yeah.
No, Darkwing didn't seem to have much trouble carrying the cube that it picked up before.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you might be
10
able to get
pounds.
it.
Yeah, it is 10 pounds.
I'll get back out of the way. And let Mayhorn go in.
All right. Which side was it again? It was the right side. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I will. Whichever. All of the cobwebs have been cleared, right?
Yeah. Glim checked all the
Yeah.
holes and
Yeah.
had to clear the cobwebs to see through each one. So